to Cooking with Gloria. Today I want to share with you some delicious asparagus. We only need 3 ingredients. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. The only ingredients that we need for this delicious bacon wrapped asparagus. We need homemade barbecue, bacon. You could buy turkey or pork bacon, and of course our asparagus. Only 3 ingredients, and we enjoy it at home. These delicious wrapped asparagus. So let's get started. I am ready to start with my asparagus. I want to show you how you determine where you need to cut your asparagus. You're just going to bend it, and look, automatically it will crack right almost like 2 or 3 inches from the bottom. That portion you don't want to use because it's very fibrous. You know, a lot of fiber, it's on those little edges, and we don't want that. We want our asparagus to be really nice and soft, and we don't want too much of that fiber right at the end. The other way that I want to show you that you could do it, what I like to do is I just get little bunch of asparagus just like that, and I take away about 2 to 3 inches from the bottom. Just like this. Let me show you, because the edges are very hard, and like I said, very they have a lot of fiber, and that's what you don't want. All those edges you don't want. So I'm just taking away about 2.5 inches from every asparagus, and I'm doing it in just little bunches, just like that. You want to make sure that you just do a little at a time so you don't take too much off, okay? So be careful. This step is important because you don't want to take too much of that fiber off. You just want to take those little edges off. Okay, these are completely done, and now I am ready to go ahead and start rinsing them. So let's take them to the sink. We want to make sure that we rinse them very thoroughly through running water. Take a little pieces at a time, you know, one by one. You want to make sure that everything is really nice and clean. Just take your time. You know, this is a very important step. Once this is done, let's remove all the water, and then let's continue with the next step. Okay, once you have them just like this, I'm going to put them aside, and I have ready my bacon. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get about 4 to 5 pieces of asparagus, and then I'm just going to wrap them. And you want to kind of wrap them a little tight, but not too tight because your asparagus will crack. So let me show you how I do it. I'm going to show you how I just overlap the bacon on the bottom, and then I just wrap around all the asparagus. This is how you want to do it. And that extra piece, it's going to go on the bottom. So when they start cooking, your bacon doesn't start pulling away from the asparagus. This is how you're going to do it. I'm not adding any oils. I'm not adding any salt or pepper, because as you know, the bacon is a little salty, and you don't want your asparagus to come out very salty. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to go ahead and look, you wrap it tight from the bottom, and then gradually you start just wrapping it on the top, leaving that extra piece on the bottom portion. I am going to continue doing the rest. Of course, you could add as much or as little or do individual ones, but I really like to just use 4 or 5 asparagus and then just wrap them around so that when we're going to eat, everybody gets 1 or 2 and they're eating their asparagus. Look at this. This is very easy. I know it's time consuming, but believe me, your family is really going to enjoy it. I am here completely done. I have my baking dish right here on the side, and I'm going to start by adding all my little bunches of asparagus here, leaving, of course, that little piece of bacon on the bottom portion. Once everything is just well and incorporated, I'm going to start adding my barbecue sauce right on the top. I'm sorry I didn't film when I was adding the barbecue sauce on the top, but I'm sorry. Here they already have the barbecue sauce, and I have preheated my oven to 450 Fahrenheit. And now I am ready to just add them here in the oven. I'm using my outdoor kitchen where I'm going to go ahead and cook my asparagus with the bacon. They're going to cook for 450 Fahrenheit only for 20 to 30 minutes until they are completely crispy, just like this. Let me show you how they look. The bacon is really nice and crispy from the bottom and from the top and the bottom. And I am ready to start adding just a little more of the homemade barbecue sauce. I'm just gonna go ahead and lather them up right on the top. They're still hot, so all that delicious barbecue sauce is gonna run through the middle, run through the bottom, and this is just completely done. They are really nice and crispy, nice and delicious. And now, to tell you the truth, I can't wait to taste them. I am ready for the presentation. My home smells delicious. My kids are ready to start digging in and getting the asparagus. So see you in a bit. Completely done with these bacon wrapped asparagus. They look so delicious, so crispy. The barbecue right on the top, you know, the barbecue, of course, made at home. I hope that you could go and check out my homemade barbecue. This just came out amazing, but this is the part I love, I enjoy, and I really look forward tasting my recipes. Let's see how this came out. Excuse me. The flavors are just amazing. The bacon is really nice and crispy. The asparagus are nice and soft, and all the delicious flavor. And of course, the barbecue gave it such a delicious flavor. I hope, my friends, you can make it at home, enjoy with your family and with your loved ones. If you liked and loved my recipe, please don't forget to subscribe, leave me thumbs up, share my video on social media with your family, with your friends, with your neighbors, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to push the notification bell, and if you did, leave it activated so every time I make a delicious recipe, yes, you are going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. And of course, I will stay enjoying these wrapped asparagus in bacon. Bye-bye.